I recently made an announcement on the Shadowcasters Discord, on our Facebook, and on Twitter about starting a new AP project, and I've been looking to fill in the remaining 2 spots. If you are interested in joining, head to relativedimension.com/project for details and information on what to do in case you are interested, and for information on how you can help get it started sooner rather than later. And now let's try starting this episode over. You're listening to Artificium, Occulte, Venatores, a Shadowrun actual play podcast by Relative Dimension. This is Episode 8, Animated Zombie Flicks. Enjoy! Hello, hello.
Hello.
And our audience member now is looking at the image of the map.
That's good.
Alright, so last time, who wants to give a recap?
Yeah, since I missed last session, I need a recap.
Wait, did you miss the session?
Oh, we didn't play that session. You missed.
We didn't play that session, so it's the recap of the one that you played.
Yeah, it's
I was
the
about
recap.
to say, wait.
It's the recap of the one that I missed.
Yes, the one where she got captured and we have to save her. So, as I said, I missed bad at details, but so I'll give you the overrun. We had sent Marigold in to do some pre-run scouting of the place to see if we can find a better way in or out or whatever. And she never returns, and she doesn't contact us and doesn't say anything, and we're just like, this is bad. So our friend who escapes the name again, the guy who can jump in what's our friend's name? I forget. Solomon, thank you. So Solomon gives us a little heads up and helps us out to then lets us know that she has been captured, and even gives us a little sneak peek into her and into her device to kind of overhear what people are saying, and where she's at. So we find out that she's clearly in the castle and being held there. We also overhear that she is going to be prepped for some sort of ritual thing or something. I want to remember right. And we were like, oh, maybe we should hurry this up. So we went in that night to extract her and to go ahead and just find out what's going on and stop them, because it sounds really bad, like they're summoning something or another. Isn't that what we discussed? It was something that, they're summoning something, and we thought it'd be important to go ahead and stop them, because we didn't want anything like that to happen. So we had just gotten into the castle through I believe through one of these tunnels underneath, if you remember right.
Yep, the trowel came in handy.
Yes, the trowel came in handy, because it was a gate, I believe, right? That made it much easier for us to get in, right?
Yeah, there was a gate with a wrought iron gated off tunnel that hadn't been used in forever and was pretty blocked. But with the trowel and the Shape Earth spell that it allowed using, it was real easy to get by.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I was going to say, before you said that Shape Earth spell, I was like, please don't tell me you used a magic artifact actually as a trowel.
Yes, we did that.
No, the trowel that was found is a force, I don't remember, 1 or 2 spell foci, and imbued with it, it allows the user to use Shape Stone at force 1 if they don't have the spell.
Right, yeah, and I understood that right after you said and the Shape Earth it allowed. I was like, okay, good. I remembered it was a focus.
Yeah, so we just bent it around the hinges and let the gate just fall off its hinges. It was very fancy. And we knew where you were, and we were just about to save you when we stopped, I believe, right? We were about to
correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the ritual had to do with summoning some sort of spirit or something that would merge with her.
Yes.
Preparing some kind of vessel, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it was a vessel one. That's right. She was getting prepared as a vessel.
I'd like that not to happen.
Yeah, we didn't think you'd appreciate it.
So we will start with Marigold.
Mm-hmm.
You have been left alone for quite a while now. It is a mostly dark room. It feels like it's underground with the temperature because it's got that coolness of being under the earth. Not to mention the coolness of being where you are, as far north as you are geographically. There is two lamps in the room, actual oil-burning lamps. There hasn't been any electricity down here that you've noticed. You are chained to a chair. The chains are rather strong. They've been taken care to put there to make sure it's very hard to escape. And with your DNI, you can see AR objects and stuff. And Solomon, his icon reses into view in the room next to you and says, "They are on their way. Has anything happened while I was gone?"
I mean, there was a spider over in that corner probably about 20 minutes ago.
This place has enough matrix access for a spider? And it kind of looks around.
Spider, as in 8 legs, eyes, webs.
Ah, okay.
No, nothing has happened.
Well, they should be coming through, and he kind of points to a wall, and you see an ARO kind of pop smaller through the wall, at which point everybody else starts to, or the wall itself looks like it slowly begins to melt.
Took them long enough.
And I believe Adranus has the trowel in the front there. Going through the wall, you reach a point where you thin it out because you've reached the room beyond it.
Okay, I think we're here now.
And it only takes like a few moments for that trowel to actually scoop away enough earth to the side.
Oh, quick question, Joe. How much of my gear do I still have on me?
All of your stuff is sitting to the side.
Oh, good. It's even in the same room. God, these people are so lax.
Yeah, jeez, they're not good at taking prisoners, are they?
They're not.
I mean, they took obvious weaponry off of you, set it aside. Your armor they took off of you and set it aside. But
Oh, did they find all my knives?
Probably not. They didn't take any clothing off, so anything hidden under clothing or in boots or anything like that.
Most of her weapons.
She's got like 2 obvious ones, and they're like, "Oh, that should be enough."
Actually, I think her only obvious. Oh no, wait, hold on. That's okay. Physically obvious weapon is the gun. The rest of them are all lapel daggers, the monofilament whip, and a fingertip compartment, a sapphire knife. That one's easier to find. And then the Victorinox memory blade that is a bracelet.
Yeah, the bracelet would still be there, I think. The fingertip compartment is fine. But any big gear as well.
Yeah, no, I gotcha.
Set aside. It's just kind of sitting on a table off to the side. And as long as you've been conscious, nobody has gone through it.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
I was just curious.
Yeah, they're super nice, aren't they?
Yeah.
There is a stairway on the far side that kind of leads up to a door. From this side, the door is unbarred. It looks like there is a lock, a keyhole with a lock in there. But other than that, and the 2 lamps, there's not much else down here. One shelf to the side. Hold on. My daughter has a puzzle that when pieces are removed and the sensor goes dark, it makes noises of the vehicle that it's covering up. And one of them is missing. So anytime the light changes slightly, it makes noise and it's annoyingly loud.
Oh, God.
The train happens to be missing. So if you guys hear trains going by, that's what's going on.
Could be worse. It could be a Furby with dying batteries.
Oh, yeah, there's that. So there's the stairway leading up to the door. The door is closed. There is a metal reinforced frame for the keyhole.
So, you guys mind speeding it up a bit? The chains are starting to chafe.
No, were we coming through the door?
No, you're coming through the wall.
All right. Okay.
Check her out astrally.
Her aura is familiar.
It actually might be important to roll that due to qualities she has that they haven't picked up on yet.
Oh, okay. Go for it. And you may roll your resistance.
Oh, she doesn't have masking, wait, did I? No, she doesn't have masking or anything to resist that. I'm just saying they haven't gotten enough hits on a sensing yet to notice, a qual.
You broke up.
Great. Now we're going to think that she's already... All right, time to kill her.
Not quite. I mean, maybe.
Maybe.
Killing party members already.
No.
This is one of my favorite qualities, actually.
I'm having a little try. Oh, here it is.
Yeah. However, I'm gonna pull open I always have issues remembering how many hits. Nope, never mind. She looks exactly the same. There's nothing weird. I'm assuming. Sorry, Joe.
Cyberware hasn't changed.
Yeah. None of that's changed.
She is still awakened. You have seen her aura before, so you recognize it.
I'm still me.
She is, emotional state is probably impatient. And general state of health is healthy.
I'll go and secure the other entry into the room in case anybody comes creeping in.
Let's see if we can free her.
She is chained.
How are my hands? Sorry. Go on.
Around the shoulders. The chains go around the shoulders, around a chair underneath it. Legs are together via manacles. Hands are together via manacles. The chain takes between the manacles downward to a point where the chain goes under the chair, so it keeps them downward. And a length of chain goes from that point forward to the feet, too, to keep the feet from moving too far forward.
Sorry, I'm going to see if I can turn off the Roll20 notification sounds, because that's on my other... Actually, let me just... Yeah, I'm just actually going to mute that computer. That's a way to do it. Sorry.
So breaking the chains might be difficult, but if somebody has a different way through them...
I mean, I got a big old focus weapon.
You can attempt to cut through them.
Get my hands free, I will deal with the rest. Please. Or... Actually, I'm assuming they're, like, manacled together at the wrists, like, palms together or whatever, so that even if I had my lockpicks, I could do shit with them.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So,
They took care locking you down, but nothing else, really.
Obvious. If you get my hands free, I can deal with the rest.
Okay, hold still.
This one's metal. Do it on that side.
You could replace that one, right?
Can attempt
I could replace the other one, too.
You can attempt to slice through the chain that goes from the manacles to the floor point, which would then allow them to be moved upward. I don't know how flexible Marigold is, if she could then contort herself to get them around front, but that could be possible.
I was actually asking about the manacles and bindings for that reason. I've got 2 rings of flexibility. I was like, am I not... And 7... Well, is that a base 7 strength? Yeah, base 7 strength. So I was like...
Alright, so the chains are not dodging. You can roll to determine extra hits for damage.
So that would be 15p if we're taking all those successes.
Okay. Let me roll its resistance here.
Minus 5 AP if it matters.
Actually, it does.
I just realized she's got the partial lower arm, cyber arm, but then she's also got ortho skin. So, I mean, granted, that would do little mechanically here, but, you know.
Alright, you cut through easily. The loop keeping your hands down is free now.
Oh, good.
Actually, with 6 hits, you probably hit a point that will unchain the feet as well. So you can actually stand up now.
Yeah.
You have chains draped over your shoulders now that are hanging loose at the bottom. Your feet are still together, but you can, at this point, easily get your hands in front of you.
Okay, so, actually, how are the chains being, like... Sorry, I guess I'm having a little bit of a difficulty envisioning this for some reason.
Right now, the except for the wrists and ankles, the chains are loose. Because of where they all came together at a single point would have been the obvious point to cut. So now they're just kind of hanging there.
Point. Who are these idiots? I think she actually mutters that out loud, like, who are these morons?
Well, they probably didn't anticipate that there was anybody else since you were just alone.
Yeah, they did by the vacationing act.
What did you discover before you were taken?
One moment, let me pull up that document. It's been a minute.
Yes, we overheard some chatter about preparing a vessel. We assumed that might have been you.
I mean, I didn't hear much more than Solomon was. I mean, that came straight from my comlink. You heard what I heard, but it wasn't really much that I saw. I think there might be a spirit hanging around. Probably. I don't know. I don't know much about that side of magic. That's not what I do, obviously. But something at some point passed through me, I want to say. The temps dropped probably a good 20, 30 degrees Fahrenheit, but normalized again right after. I mean, and then 45 minutes, little less than an hour before dawn, some guy left and came back 20 minutes later. Guards didn't seem to like him much. And that's what I remember. Am I missing anything that wasn't in that document, Joe? that was
You
like a month and a
remember
half
the
ago.
temperatures dropping.
Mm.
You remember the guy that left, and when he walked under the gate, most of the guards kind of uncomfortably backed away from him.
Mm.
But that's about it.
Yeah. Yep.
Most of the outer doors, most of a couple of places you can get in and out of, weren't very well guarded. The door in the back was barred and locked, but there was nobody watching it constantly.
Yeah, they guard the rest of the place about as well as they hid my gear from me. She looks over at the table where all of her gear is sitting.
Well, that's comforting to know at least.
I mean, they've got locks and bars on the back door, but nobody's watching it. Granted, I think that's all pretty moot considering we're inside, aren't we? Sorry, there wasn't well, actually, she wouldn't actually exactly know at this point if there was a second building or something.
Not on the grounds immediately.
Okay.
There are places underneath a lot of concrete where other rooms could be held, but it would be mostly the same structure.
Yeah. So, yeah. Oh god, I've got to remember she's logic 2. Anyway.
And everybody else is aware that you guys are inside.
Yeah, she's assuming that, so. By the way, I'm not completely out of these chains yet. What do you want me to roll to get out of those?
You have flexibility. You can roll Escape Artist at this point, if you wish, or if you have lock picks, you can now attempt to pick locks.
Is Escape Artist an actual skill, or is that like a spec in gymnastics? I don't remember off the top of my head, strangely.
Don't either, actually.
Check real quick. It doesn't strike me as a, oh no wait, it is a skill. Okay. It's agility based though and defaultable, so let's just go ahead and roll default agility real quick. Only 3 hits.
I'll give it that to you.
With 2 ranks of flexibility, so.
Yeah.
I don't know how that would actually play.
Now that you can actually bend arms in certain ways and stuff like that, it was a lot harder to do the way they had you positioned before, but now you can easily slip out of them.
Nah, joint probably pops in and out of place somewhere as she wriggles her way free.
The feet are not so easy to do because of ankles and heels don't really bend.
Yeah, they don't. Well, ankles bend, that's kind of what they do. But but yeah, no. So, and then she's not going to hop over to her gear. That is just, no. She'll ask one of them, can one of you grab me my, hold on, what does she use for this? Yeah, just grab me my lockpick set, please. Inside pocket, secret pocket within the pocket.
You can move around now, can't you?
Her feet are still bound.
Yeah,
Together.
to each other. I thought they were free from whatever.
She's
was
not
hurt.
hopping.
Fine, I will bring it over to her. Jeez.
She kind of sits back on the edge of the chair she was bound to and is like, can one of you hand me my lockpicks?
At that point, it's easy to get the picks undone.
Mm-hmm.
Takes you maybe a minute to finish getting all the chains off. This room is about 3 meters by 3 meters. It's not very big. And
That's actually getting mighty cramped with everybody in here.
Yeah, I think it's time for us to get out of here. Here, get your stuff back on. We should go out there and take a better look around outside the room and see what's out there.
Joe, did you catch the fact that I was trying to use Detect Magic earlier?
No. Casting the spell in the room?
Yep. But I think the range on it's like extreme or something like that. It's
Unless it's extended, it's not really that far, actually. It's like, I want to say 10 times force in meters, I think is the regular. Extended is 100 times force in meters. I think that throws your magic in somewhere, too.
yeah, it's the regular one, but even at that, it's 60 meters.
Yeah,
about 180 feet.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I guess my sense of distance has been skewed. Also, for half a second there, I was mixing up the D&D Detect Magic.
Yeah, that's a little different.
Because I play a bard in a home game, and that's one of her favorite spells.
Yes.
Because I was like, wait, we're underground, and the earth would... Wait, nope, wrong game.
You detect active foci. There is a lodge within 60 meters. From here, it would be upward and to the right. There is a foci very close to the lodge. There is a few active spells very close to that foci. There is a ward in a room to your right, or in an area to the right anyway. There's no door leading to a room to the right. There is no active preparations, rituals yet. You do sense 2 spirits within range, and you sense another foci that is beyond the stairway and the door to this room, and it is getting closer.
We have potential incoming. I'm sensing a focus coming our way.
We could slather all the chains around you again and make it look like you're still tied up and ambush the guy.
The fingertip compartment on Marigold's finger pops open, and that's a whip that drops into her hand.
Okay.
I don't exactly enjoy being tied up in this scenario.
No, I'd just throw the chains on you like you are tied up, not like you're actually tied up, which is a difference.
I don't need to be tied up in order to ambush him.
And I was basically just relaying information as I was detecting it.
All right.
If they are coming for the room, put out the lanterns. It's dark. Most of these people have been human to they look human.
Yes.
So should we go back toward the other side of the wall that we broke open and hide in there and wait for them to come in and ambush them?
Sounds good to me.
All right, hiding in the wall.
Everybody can see in the dark, right?
No,
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Ascalon nods.
Can I? I don't remember. Hold on.
You have thermographic vision?
What did I have on my thing? I bet I do. Hold on.
Marigold probably asks this as she's putting on her glasses again. They're normally sunglasses, but this being indoors, they're not tinted right now. She's not a douchebag.
No.
At that point,
Apparently
everybody hears the sound of metal scraping on metal at the door.
Marigold's straight on at the door. She's not hiding.
Adrenaline boost.
And the door opens. And at this point, Let me roll surprise for it real quick.
I don't like that you called it an it.
Well, it's opening. You don't know what's behind the door.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. Everybody can roll initiative. The door pulls open. Standing there is a little over 5 foot tall, kind of a hunched back human. His hair is very, what's the word? It grows in clumps, patches.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have a full head of hair. The places where there is no hair is kind of lumpy and scaly looking, like super dry skin and stuff. He is wearing almost like a butler uniform that's very worn and old. And in one hand, he is holding the door handle. The other hand, he has a key. And as soon as he opens the door and realizes that something is there, he is not surprised. And it looks as though he is about to do something. So everybody can roll initiative.
1 second, Joe. I'm sorry to ask. For like, I don't generally like asking for. Wow, I just completely forgot the term. Can we say she took let's see, Kami or Jazz? Let's do kamikaze. Just so that I'm not waiting an entire initiative pass or turn for it to kick in. I've been so long since I've played the character, I forget how she gets her initiative. It's immediate speed, so it doesn't take like minutes to kick in.
Joe, don't we need to be on the map for the turn order to show up?
Say that again?
Don't we need to be on the map and select our characters to roll initiative to have it show up in the list?
Yeah, you can drag a token out anywhere on the map.
How do we do that again?
I would have dropped all the invisibility spells when we walked in here, right?
Go open up your character page, the bio and info, I think. That's how I got mine.
You should be able to do just from the tab that lists the character, grab either the character name or the icon to the left of it and drag that.
I tried that. It didn't work for me. But I opened up the sheet and went to the bio and info tab and I pulled it out fine. But yeah, I assume I had time to take.
Yeah, was noticed that a focus was getting closer.
And
sure.
it's also in an external auto injector. She's got a DMSO'd, so she doesn't even actually have to do anything. I figure it kicks in when it, biomonitor spike of adrenaline sort of thing.
Oh, guess I should pull a picture of my character or something.
Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, and that's a free action. I'll just do that on my turn. So, really all it does for my initiative. Yeah. Okay. I don't think I've ever actually been in combat with her.
Keep messing that up. Here we go.
Where's the initiative on this thing? I don't even know where it is on this character sheet.
Okay. It didn't actually add me to the initiative order.
On the character sheet, on the main tab, below the defense and damage tracks. On the right-hand side, about halfway down.
Oh, okay. I'm losing my mind.
There we go. Had to modify it because drugs.
Ooh, by 10 initiative.
Alright, I forgot how to get the initiative tracker in there.
And goodness, okay.
There we go. Please.
No, actually, I have to figure out how to do combat.
Junk.
I don't think any of us has done combat yet.
Not with these characters.
Yeah, okay.
Dang it, I didn't realize that would remove me from the initiative order.
Yeah, if I hadn't have been sustaining, 6
right.
improved invisibilities on people, I would have came in a little bit better prepared for combat.
Wow, God, these sheets annoy me. Okay, I was at it was actually 20. I'm not gonna be able to do that. Okay. I'm not used to using these sheets for shatter and stuff.
Me neither.
So I forgot to select my... Oh, God, I'm having issues with it right now. I'm gonna have to get used to that.
I just kind of feel bad for this guy because I think we're all going to go full tilt on him, and it's not going to end well for him.
Well, we did have orders to cause as little damage as possible.
Oh, fuck, we were, weren't we?
Yes. Non-lethal preferably in this particular instance.
We did have that discussion. God damn it. I remember that now.
Alright, now it worked. I didn't have the initiative script running.
Let's see, what does Marigold have for non-lethal? Shit. My unarmed does lethal.
Alright. Ascalon, you go first. For unarmed, I do allow, even though it's not in the book, a reverse usage of harder knocks. So a called shot at -4 in order to change physical dealing attacks to stun.
Ugh. Unfortunately, I don't even have any ranks in unarmed, so I default when I do that.
Joe, did you ever rule whether or not we could do something similar with blades? So instead of using the blade of weapon, like flat blade them to do stun?
Yeah, same thing. -4 called shot.
I doubt I could get away with doing that with a monofilament whip.
No.
No. I mean, unless you hit him with a weight on the end, just so.
Hey, no, it comes out of her finger. Then it'd just be her punching him, which still, so I don't think that's going to matter.
All right, let me roll a dice here real quick.
Actually, they were planning on preparing her as a vessel. Thus, that means they were committing grave sins against God. Going full tilt against them actually would not be against the code.
Yes,
I
well,
don't know what code you're talking about.
to be fair, all we have are, what we overheard. And so that's technically not evidence enough to go that crazy on them. I don't consider it evidence enough.
So 4 hits on the called shot to not maim this person to death.
Wait, is that skill not on here? Do I? Oh, no, wait, exotic skill. There you are.
I forgot to add a d6 to my initiative, but I'm okay with this right now. Because basically my action was going to be cast in priest reflexes anyways.
As you reach out to swipe at him with the flat of your blade, he uses his reduced stature to advantage and easily kind of tilts his body to the side and slides underneath your attacking blade.
Well, damn.
He was prepared. That's okay. Okay, this is going to have a weird modifier on it just because the sheet doesn't calculate my dice pool correctly. I can keep all of those. I think, let me check. Oh, wait, hold on. What's the... Yes, 7. That is my limit.
Oh, Master will not like this.
That's her monofilament whip. She's not playing nice.
Oh, okay. She's not going nice. Okay.
No, that's her whip.
I think Servant is about to not like this.
So, 7 hit.
Man, I went from getting 6 hits on the first defense to nothing on the next one.
Ow! Is that 7 net hits then?
Yes, it is.
That's 19p AP minus 8.
Okay.
Because monofilament whips are deadly.
Sorry, what's the AP on that? -8?
Minus 8.
Alright, in a rather impressive fashion, the whip strikes out probably sideways. No, downward, since he's evading under lateral attacks. And kind of as he was recovering from his bending to avoid the one attack, hits him in the shoulder, goes straight down to his opposite waist and slices him in half.
Well, that was effective. I guess I don't have to worry about trying to attack because you just killed it.
We were supposed to use discretion and minimal effort.
It was a minimal effort.
Not that.
I was about to say, it is monofilament whip. There is very little effort involved in those.
Okay.
Nice went out the window when they decided to try and turn me into a vessel.
Go take a look at what's left of the guy.
Alright, he is laying there. There is... does Asura have any first aid or medical skills?
Does she? First aid... No.
No?
She isn't healed. No.
Okay, roll me a perception check, but with logic instead of intuition.
Oh, sure. Alright, perception.
Oh god, I forgot. Marigold was skills E. I haven't done that in a while.
Where's perception? This weird thing. Oh, there it is. Alright, so you said with logic?
Yeah.
Right, perception's a physical skill for some reason.
No, it's mental. It's intuition normally. So just logic this time, which I don't think actually changes much.
Looking at the body, now you've heard stories of what happens to, when things die suddenly like that, the nervous system doesn't always shut down right away. This body is not twitching. For such a clean cut, as you can see with the monofilament blade, it is not really pooling blood. There is a little bit of thick coagulated blood spillage, but not much. And blood usually takes a bit of time to coagulate.
Guys, this body looks weird. I don't think this is right.
Marigold's killed people before. I'm just gonna throw that out there. That's obviously not right, right?
Yeah, that's not right.
Yeah, Marigold was a Shadowrunner, so this is nothing. Killing's nothing new.
I'm not sure what you mean.
She's got a point. That's not how a freshly killed body acts.
I mean, unless this isn't a thing for the monofilament rip, right? I mean,
no.
It shouldn't do this, right? Okay. I'm just making sure.
Never done that before. You said the blood is coagulated? Blood doesn't do that until, I don't actually stick around. It doesn't look like that freshly spilled.
I'm sensing the corpse.
And
so are you saying this body is previously dead, but animated and walking around on its own?
It looks like it. If I didn't just kill it, I'd say it was not just killed. Okay, that's not what a corpse from my whip looks like.
So it was largely dead already?
Fuck if I know.
With one hit on a sensing, the general state of the subject's health is dead.
Shocker.
The general emotional state is not applicable. It does not have... I don't know if freshly killed corpses retain their aura briefly or not.
Oh, God.
But this one does not have an aura.
Well, I mean, they were turning me into a vessel for something. Who says the vessel needs to be alive? Fuck, I don't know. Does it matter?
Did you talk to him specifically before you got taken?
Before I got taken, I didn't speak to anybody. I'm not quite sure how they found me.
So, all we know is that he said Master won't be happy, but we don't know who his Master is or why he was coming here?
Nope. All I know is they somehow... I don't even remember them finding me. I just kind of woke up tied to the chair, was questioned incompetently. They bought my lie about being here on vacation.
Who questioned you?
Not this guy.
Not this guy.
There was the gentleman you saw leaving the night before, or if it was the night before, it may have been longer, it's hard to tell. And
right.
There was another guy who looked generally more impressive, taller, a little over 6 feet, very European features for this area. Actually, this would be Asian features. No, Eastern European. For the area, he was the one that did most of the questioning.
Yeah. So it was 2 guys, creepy, quiet Slaughter who left my hackles raised, and the more talkative. It wasn't this guy.
Is anybody here more knowledgeable of the arcane than myself?
Nope.
Yeah. No.
Is he... I'm going to search his personal effects. Does he have anything on him, like a comlink or a...
I will assist you in the Arcana. Or not, since my penalty.
I'm assuming he has keys, because we heard metal scraping on metal, right?
He opened the door with a key.
Yeah, the key is still clutched in his hand.
Okay. Does he have anything else on him?
Marigold's not squeamish about checking the body.
Yes, he does.
If any, I know you posed the question, but
He has on him, besides his uniform, around his neck is a chain with a locket around it, and in his pocket is a key ring, a rather large iron ring that has 2 other keys on it. The key ring itself, however, seems to have patterns and letters engraved all around it.
Keys and a locket. She'll toss them to... Actually, who was it that asked? I'm sorry, I'm really bad with voices. Anyway, I guess she'll toss them on the table or whatever, and then wipe her hands on the back of his... there's gotta be a bit of dry cloth, right? On his clothing?
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll wipe wipe the gross away.
Elle will take the keys.
Sure. Granted, any of the old locks in this place are not going to pose a difficulty to me.
I look quickly out the door. Is there like a hallway out there?
Yes, there is.
Any other visible doors or turns right away?
There is a door opposite in the hallway. It dead ends immediately to the left, so at this end of the hallway there's the room you're in and one right opposite. To the right, it extends maybe 10 meters, and then there is another door there, and it turns to the left. The doors opposite you have what looks like a very old, rusted-in-place padlock with enough gunk built on it that it doesn't look like it's moved in many years. The one to the right has a bar across it with a bracket holding the bar in place.
Is the door across from us similar to our door?
Yes.
Or is it similar and also older and looks probably rusted in place?
The one opposite looks similar, but older and rusted in place.
Good. Okay. And so let me just confirm the layout. Okay, so we got basically to my left is a wall, the end of the hallway. Across from me is a door. To the right, the hallway extends about, you said
10
30
meters.
meters or 10 meters?
10 meters.
10 meters, and then makes a counterclockwise turn to the left, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to look. Is there a way to see into the other room through the door somehow, like a slit or a grate or
Keyhole?
Keyhole, maybe? There's no slit or grate or anything.
It's a padlock. Looking in the keyhole, I'm seeing the inside of a padlock, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to close ours, but not secure it, and retreat into our room.
Luckily, killing with a whip is fairly quiet.
Do we have a matrix connection down here?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a very faint matrix connection.
I'll see if I connect with Solomon and shoot him a message if he can.
Oh, his image is in the room.
Oh, well then I will. I'll ask him if he can look up in any of the church resources if we have any information on the arcane about what might cause somebody to be physically showing dead but still walking around and talking and whatnot. I'm assuming it's some kind of critter or
Make sure to tie it with the word vessel.
Oh, yes, and the word they talked about preparing vessels.
If this is a dungeon, it doesn't seem to be frequently used, or if so, only partially so. I'm unwilling to risk looking down the hallway until by myself right now. Do we want to leave?
You want me to go?
Do we want to leave, or do we want to continue?
I'm voting for continue. We're in. I mean, and if we leave, then and with a big gaping hole and everything else, they're pretty much going to be expecting us to return, I would imagine. So this is probably our best chance to get them by surprise.
Somebody will become looking for this man or thing sooner than later.
I don't know. If he was animated, I mean, it's possible they already know.
Okay, this is out of character, but he did say master won't be pleased, not master isn't.
Yeah, but like if he was animated with like some sort of like spell, like a ritual casting or something, wouldn't the original caster know?
I don't think those would be intelligent.
Homunculi
Quite like that.
and homunculi.
I don't think are homunculi sentient?
They have their own capabilities.
Are they sentient?
This guy, we don't know if he was sentient or not.
He did question you.
This one wasn't one of the ones that questioned me.
You get from Solomon a few minutes later a several page, like a 80-page file from the DIMR with references to dead, walking, animated spirits, all about Shadim.
So, with those keywords, how many zombie flicks do they find? Animated zombie flicks.
Oh, there's tons of animated zombie flicks. The Topps Company Inc. has sole ownership of the names, logos, artwork, marks, photographs, sounds, audio, video, and or any proprietary material used in connection with the game Shadowrun. The Topps Company Inc. has given permission to Relative Dimension to use such names, logos, artwork, marks, and or any proprietary materials for promotional and informational purposes on its website, but does not endorse and is not affiliated with Relative Dimension in any official capacity whatsoever. Relative Dimension is licensed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial 4.0 International License. You can share us, but please give us credit.
The intro is church music from Sirenscape.
The outro is Double Cross, off the Shadowrun Return soundtrack, used with permission from Harebrained Schemes. And thank you to Sirenscape for the additional music and sound effects. You can find more information at sirenscape.com. If you would like to get in touch with the Relative Dimension, you can visit our website at relativedimension.com. You can contact us, email, at podcast@relativedimension.com. You can visit our Facebook at facebook.com/relativedimensionpodcast. You can check us out on Twitter at RelativeDpod. You can check out our Patreon if you wish to support us at patreon.com/relativedimension.